Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Coco Gauff splits with coach, Aryna Sabalenka's old biomechanics mentor ahead of US Open. Coco Gauff has made a big change to her coaching team just days before this year's US Open gets underway. The two-time Grand Slam champion has stopped working with coach Matt Daley, whom she hired shortly after the conclusion of last year's US Open. Former college tennis player Daley is known as a footwork and grip technique specialist who has also worked with Denis Shapovalov. He confirmed his departure to journalist Ben Rothenberg, who is the founder of Bounces. "Only have good things to say about Coco. Enjoyed working with her," he said. Gauff's shakeup comes after a mixed North American hardcourt swing, where she reached the fourth round of the Canadian Open, followed by the quarterfinals in Cincinnati. At both of those tournaments, she has at times struggled with her serve and ended up producing double faults. She hit 23 double faults in her opening match in Canada alone. The person who has replaced Daley in Gauff's team has been named as Gavin McMillan, who is best known for helping improve Aryna Sabalenka's service technique in the early part of 2024 when the Belarusian was having similar issues. McMillan is the founder of Sports Science Lab, which specializes in athlete training. "A lot of things add up, and this could be a really good relationship," Forbes quoted Darren Cahill as saying on Wednesday during a live ESPN broadcast. "He's very thorough. I've spoken to him many times before, and the fact that he's got experience with different athletes from different sports, both male and female. He uses the new technology. He goes to the video a lot, really breaks down the biomechanics." According to Forbes, J.C. Forrell is still a member of the team. Meanwhile, Chris Eubanks was spotted on court talking to Gauff's father during a training session, but there is currently no information that suggests he will also be part of the team. "He's always got her best interests at heart, so he's a great friend of Coco's," Cahill said of Eubanks. Gauff has played in 3 WTA finals so far this season, with all of those being at clay court events. The only title she has won in 2025 is the French Open, where she beat Sabalenka in 3 sets. The last hardcourt event she won was back in November at the WTA Finals. The American is seeded second at the US Open, which she won 2 years ago. She is yet to comment on the departure of Daley. A game in flux, Coco's bold move ahead of the Open. On August 20th, 2025, in a bold and unexpected move, Coco Gauff split with her long-standing coaches, Matt Daley and possibly Jean-Christophe Forel, just days before the US Open begins. TalkSport, New York Post. These changes come amid visible struggles with her serve, a technical issue that had been plaguing her performances through recent tournaments. The serve that unraveled it all. Gauff's 2025 season had seen her clinch the French Open and the 2024 WTA Finals, adding to her 2023 US Open triumph. TalkSport, Wikipedia. But as the hardcourt swing began, cracks appeared. A shocking first-round Wimbledon exit, a scoreline searching for rhythm, and staggering 23 double faults against Danielle Collins in Canada highlighted the problem. TalkSport, New York Post. Worry piled on through a 9+ average of double faults per match, a glaring flaw ranking highest on the WTA Tour. TalkSport, Tennis Head. In public, Gauff acknowledged her disappointment, pressing for serve consistency to translate from practice to match court. TalkSport. Enter Gavin McMillan, the biomechanics fixer-upper. In response, Coco has turned to Gavin McMillan, a biomechanics specialist with a strong record of helping Sabalenka refine her serve. TalkSport, New York Post. The decision has been broadly praised. Tennis legend and analyst Darren Cahill remarked, "He's very thorough, uses new technology, breaks down the biomechanics." TalkSport, New York Post. McMillan brings a cutting-edge, data-driven approach, video analysis, biomechanical breakdowns, that complements Gauff's commitment to evolving her technical game. What it means, tactically and technically. Gauff's partnership with McMillan signals a shift toward precision and science. Rather than layer mental coaching or simple reminders, she's choosing biomechanical recalibration, likely targeting her serve mechanics, timing, and motion to reduce errors and create match-ready consistency. Commentators like Rick Matchy, Serena, and Venus Williams' former coach, have echoed the urgency. She needs a science-based plan to address her serve and forehand if she hopes to sustain elite status. Tennis head. Talksport. Creative lens. The athlete as scientist. Imagine Coco as both an artist and a laboratory. The artist, intuitive, agile, emotionally fierce. Her defense, footwork, and athleticism make her one of the most captivating players to watch. The scientist, dissecting serve mechanics through video analysis, sensors, and data. Watching frame by frame, tweaking elbow angles, grip pressure, stance, engineering a weapon rather than winging it. That's the premise of this new collaboration, melding instinctive talent with biomechanical precision. Tactical serenity versus technical turmoil. The timing, just before the US Open, raises risks. A sudden technical overhaul could disrupt her rhythm. But the key serving flaws aren't new. They're pressing, and Gauff has voiced her frustration. Serving well in practice, failing in match. Now, she is engineering the bridge to matchday success. Talksport. Personal and competitive stakes. Psychologically, this shows Gauff's maturity. At 21, she's not just a puncher with pace, she's an athlete with agency, recognizing her fragility and choosing the tools to repair it. Competitively, the US Open field is stacked. Sabalenka, Swiatek, Pegula. Serving clean isn't just about avoiding double faults. It's about stepping up in pressure points. McMillan could be the difference between shaky match play and dominance. Concluding thoughts. Coco Gauff's coaching switch is not merely headline material. It represents a moment in her trajectory, a decision blending urgency, insight, and strategic partnership. She's folding the science of biomechanics into her identity as an athlete, not as a rebrand, but as a refinement. As the US Open looms, the question isn't just whether Gauff will serve better. It's whether her fusion of artistry and biomechanics can ignite a technical uplift in one of the sport's fiercest tournaments.